everyone, I'm Beth Peterson from Vaddio Product Marketing.
And I'm Stephanie Johnson, an Applications Engineer and Training Coordinator.
So today we are going to talk to you about, drum roll, right up there, our new Ceiling microphone. So let's go into the details of the new product.
Just to note, while we're doing this, that the audio that you're hearing right now is being recorded on the CeilingMIC, which is actually behind us. We wanted to give you a real-world conferencing situation. So we are in a conference room that we have the mics installed in.
Yes.
And we are recording on one of our new cameras too.
Yes, we are recording on the new RoboShot Elite 12 HDBT, and that's coming out very, very soon.
Yes.
So kind of a sneak peek on that camera.
Yes.
And so I like to say that we are not talking at the microphone because who in a conference room is a good participant and speaks at the microphone? Nobody. So this is a real world. We're like bad conference room attendees.
Yeah, like an actual, this is not the optimal spot for our microphone to be in. We wanted to give you an honest, real-world demonstration.
And I think we sound great.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we go into the new CeilingMIC, we must first say goodbye to the EasyMic CeilingMIC pod. It has had a wonderful run. It's been very successful all over the world. It's been bundled and and
tried and true and reliable for many years.
Yes. And so what we've done is taken what things people love about this EasyMic CeilingMIC pod and improved them. So we'll go over the improvements in just a little bit. So the drum roll is what the new one looks like. Hello, CeilingMIC. Hello. So you can see it's smooth, it's beautiful, it's got some acoustical fabric wrap, nice and smooth on the top, beautiful little logo on there.
Yes.
It's just all around. I'm partial. I think it's beautiful.
I like its features. It's great that things look nice, but I like them when they perform better too.
So it is a sleeker design, but then let's get into how this one is improved.
Yes.
So it is like the older CeilingMIC pod. It has 3 unidirectional cardioid elements, but these are not the same microphone elements. They are improved. So we didn't just make a new design, we improved the microphone elements as well.
Yes.
And then this ceiling microphone is even easier to install than the old one.
Yes.
It was easier, even though we dropped the name Easy on it.
Yes.
It's easier. So it includes the custom ceiling drop cable length, which was a huge ask from lots of integrators. So we incorporated that, as well as some other things that the integrators asked for, including a smaller interface box. And the great thing about these microphones is that they support both reference and non-referenced AEC, and that this is a drop-in replacement to any Easy CeilingMIC pod. So any EasyMic compatible audio products. So I have a few back here that I will jump into a little bit later. Go through how they're compatible.
Yes, everything we see here we're gonna dig into in more detail for sure.
Okay.
So
where are CeilingMICs used? Again, they're used everywhere an existing CeilingMIC pod is used, but the most popular locations are in conferencing applications. So huddle spaces, small conference rooms, large conference rooms. We have training rooms. This room is about 14 by 20. This is a 10-person table. It's being covered by 2 CeilingMICs, and this is kind of the ideal situation for these microphones, is to be in a conferencing and video capture solution right here. You can also use them in larger rooms, like with the Matrix Pro, which supports up to 4 CeilingMICs. So it's very flexible in having 1 to 4.
Yeah, it's fantastic for again, conferencing applications. It keeps you from having to have like a conference phone on the table that you dial into separately. It's integrated with your USB video camera options. So if you go into Skype or something, you get to select our microphones from the spot that's connected to the USB, and it keeps everything kind of a fancy, custom solution without the fancy custom price tag.
Exactly. Yes.
So tech specs, my favorite thing to do all the time here. So I've got, it's hard to see here maybe a little bit, but I've got a black ceiling microphone at the top of this diagram here, and this is to scale, which is why it's so tiny.
I think it's tiny.
Yeah, it is. That's because I made it to scale.
Okay.
So it's a 360-degree pickup all the way around here. I'm not gonna find a weird dead spot if I move around, to anywhere underneath this microphone here. And then we have ratings for distances from the microphone. Again, because it's spherical, that's basically kind of a diameter from the microphone. 5 feet we have rated as great, 10 feet we have rated as good, and 15 feet we have rated as fair. Now that's about a foot farther than the previous version, which was 4, 8, and 12. So each range had about a 4 foot thing. This is kind of a general thing to use when deciding how many microphones are great for coverage. So slightly larger range. Like the previous version, it's always powered by the EasyMic ports from the piece that it's connected to. So there's no separate power supply or anything else that you need to worry about. It's just a single cable between the microphone box up in the ceiling and the piece back at the rack or on the table that you're running it to. The microphone also has a mute indicator, a little LED that comes on to let you know when you can't be heard.
And that's under the fabric.
Yes, yeah, nice little red light that'll light up and illuminate through the fabric. And they are optimized for conferencing, so they're optimized for the vocal range, that 500 to 4K frequency. The other thing is that if you do have any further adjustments that you would like to make, we have things like high pass filters, low pass filters, some other adjustments that can be made from the Vaddio products that we have that have web UIs. So things like the AV Bridge Matrix Pro and the Conference Shot AV. Their web interfaces offer like a really simple little user visual
It's like an audio tab.
Yeah. That where you can make all those kinds of adjustments if you would like to further tailor it to your room.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think obviously the most important thing, in my opinion, the thing that I'm genuinely the most excited about, aside from the fact that we have, enhanced audio pickup and things like that, the ease of installation. They were already easy to install, and we made them easier to install with this custom cabling.
All right, so I'm going to zoom in
Yes.
on your microphone.
Yes.
There we go.
So I would like to start with the microphones, but we're going to start with the box up here. So this is the smaller box, the smaller ceiling box. The original was a little bit deeper and wider and a lot heavier. So this one's a nice slim option. Take the top cover off. We've got our circuit board in here. This is where the smarts of the microphone are. This is the spots where the elements and the pickup is. But this is where all the echo canceling and everything happens. We've got the Cat 5 port in here to connect to the device that the microphone's going to, whether that's a Conference Shot AV camera or an AV Bridge Matrix Pro, something like that. So that distance can be up to 100 feet between the ceiling box and the piece that the mic is running to. And then this Cat 5 port over here is what the Cat 5 end of your microphone goes up and connects into. Now, the microphone itself comes with a 3-foot cable. This is a nice cable with no branding or distance on it. It's super flexible and great, but if you would like a further drop distance, if you would like this to drop 10 feet, say you have super high ceilings, this allows for custom cabling lengths. You take off this little boot here, and then you can see that on the inside of the microphone is now just an RJ45 connector. And you can sub in your own cable. Let's say you have crazy logo colors and you want a bright orange cable in there to match your conference room. You can get fancy, and you can plug that in. So click that right in, and then you just put the boot back on.
All you interior designers out there.
Yeah.
Let's do some fun color matching.
And then obviously it comes in both white and black. So the black one comes with its own black cable and boot. And
Looks good. Very flexible. That is the most common request we have, is to have
the custom length.
Custom length drop length.
Now there is a strain relief inside the box if you would like to hike this up and have them be shorter. But generally people are requesting that longer thing. So that's the part. Beth, I'm so excited.
I know, you just geek out on it. Let's go. Let's have 15 feet. So
I've wanted this for customers for a while, and I'm so happy we can bring it to them.
All right, I'm going to go over the products that the CeilingMIC is compatible with. So I'm going to zoom in, let's see here, probably over here. So this is, As many of you know that follow us on YouTube, it's one of my favorite products is the Conference Shot AV all-in-one conference system. This is my own personal unit. I love it very much. Okay, so you turn it around and you know that it works because it has 2 EasyMic ports. So these are both for the new table mic. I dropped it. I told you.
Oh, okay.
I let it out of the bag. We are coming out with a new table mic later this year, but we're talking about
CeilingMICs first, yes.
CeilingMICs first. Both can be connected up to 2 to the Conference Shot AV. Then we also have back here is the AV Bridge Matrix Pro, which I mentioned earlier, can support up to 4 ceiling mics or 4 table mics.
Right.
And then we also have the Easy USB mixer amp and the MicPod I/O. So these, you can tell, mic ports, the RJ45s, Easy Mic ports. If there's an existing bundle that includes a ceiling mic pod, it works with a ceiling mic.
Yes, and all of these things, I'm going to show you some diagrams on how to cable it up in just a second here too.
Okay.
But yeah, all those existing products that we either had bundles with or the microphone worked with before, still work.
You get a new microphone.
Yeah.
Same price, new microphone. Okay.
Okay, so some design and application. We're going to start with just some recommendations for how to install these microphones kind of for their optimal clarity. These are general tips for ceiling microphones. So this isn't just a Vaddio thing. I'm just giving you some general life tips. So microphones should generally be closer to the people that are speaking than the speakers are. So speakers should be farther away because we want the microphone to be the thing picking up, and that helps with echo canceling algorithms if the microphone's receiving it before the speakers are. And then you also want to have a minimum distance of 4 feet, at least for our microphones, from the speaker and the microphone, because again, that's in that great pickup range, and we would rather have people in that great pickup range rather than the speaker. So please, minimum of 4 feet away. Another thing is when you're locating your microphones, again, we're ceiling installs, so we need to be concerned about where HVAC vents, things like that are located. The fans on the back of a projector. Projectors are often centrally mounted in a room right where you would like to have a microphone, so make sure that your microphone's not mounted right behind that fan.
See a lot of those errors.
Yeah. And then another one is that just a few feet up, the acoustics, because of reflections and reverberations for a ceiling microphone are slightly different. So, while we might have some soft things down here on the ground, like carpet and things like that, there's the hard ceiling reflections and some other things. So there might need to be some acoustical things that are accounted for. And you can always mitigate those with, window treatments, things like blinds, so that it's not just a flat surface things are moving off of, rugs, curtains, and we have some, like for example, in the back of this room, we have some acoustical treatment panels because this is a very reflective room that we have here in the office.
Oh, all windows right here.
Yes. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is kind of the most complicated one, and I don't have a lot of things attached to the Matrix Pro here, but it is a room in a box. It can support up to 4 cameras, 4 EasyMics, 4 third-party microphones. Like, this can be a huge install if you'd like. I've just got 2 here, and you can have up to 4 EasyMics attached. The acoustic echo cancellation comes from the AV Bridge Matrix Pro, sends it up to the microphones. So that is provided you have a fully echo canceled system. Here, conferencing, USB 2.0, or a live output HDMI. So lots of options, super flexible, kind of room in a box.
And you have our new Zoom Shot 30 pictured in here.
I do have a Zoom Shot 30 pictured in there.
Shipping now.
Yes. And here we have probably the most popular option that we have for audio conferencing, the thing that people really kind of gravitate towards if they're not looking for video, just audio, because it supports 2 microphones. You have 2 speaker outputs with amplification, and it's all echo canceled without needing to integrate a large DSP in the room. So yeah, really simplifies and pares down a conferencing solution.
This is the easiest way to bring pro audio into your Skype, WebEx, Zoom meeting is just with these audio solutions.
Yep. it's all echo canceled here in the box.
If you already have a camera, which you should buy a new one of ours, but if you already have one, this is a great solution to just to get away from those cheap little speaker phones and cheap little microphones that are all in one on the table. Let's step it up a little.
They work, but your audio quality suffers.
So this is a very popular bundle.
Yes. Same kind of a close deal with the Easy USB Mic I/O, where we can support up to 4 microphones, and then that just takes kind of our easy cabling system and turns it into a balanced output for if you would like to bring it into a larger sound structure. Say you have something like a biamp to Sarah and you would like to add our microphones to it. This lets us turn those mic ports into balanced outputs to go out there. And then you can do your echo canceling in the DSP if you have something like a biamp to Sarah, or otherwise if you have something a little bit less powerful, you are able to bring that AEC reference up to the box and that'll shoot it up to the microphone so the microphones can echo cancel.
Flexible.
Yep. And then here's best favorite.
Yep.
So conference.av, here we're showing it with our speaker option. Single microphone, we have bundles with 2 microphones with or without speaker, and those are all getting switched over to the new microphone. And then, single cable out to the microphone and a single USB to the computer for video and audio integrated for conferencing.
Yeah, so why would you want to do a ceiling microphone over a table microphone is, a really basic question. And really the trend is to get everything off the table. So we have a very bad example of a clean conference room table.
Well, we're trying to show off products, Beth.
Yes. But that's just been the big trend, is that we've definitely had a shift of now we sell a lot more ceiling microphones than we did table microphones, and it used to be pretty equal, but definitely if you can, jump on the ceiling microphone bandwagon.
Yes. So what comes in the box? If you order one of the bundles, obviously it'll come with the other things that it comes with, like the the mixer amp or the camera and speaker and things like that. But if you're ordering just the microphone, here's what comes with the microphone. So you've got the actual microphone itself here, the 36-inch cable in black or white, again to match your microphone. There's the split strain relief boot, which is what my favorite little piece is called.
It's the boot.
It's the boot. The split strain relief boot. Can you say that 4 times?
Split strain relief boot.
I'm really good at tongue twisters, but that one I think's got me a little bit.
Yeah, that's a bad name. Marketing didn't come up with that one.
No.
Okay, along with the boot.
Yes, along with the boot, there's the 2 trim plates that go up to cover kind of the hole needed to make for your Cat 5 cable in the ceiling. There are 2 little metal trim plates with a slot. You mount one way, one the other way, and just slide them together and screw them in.
So this is different compared to the previous ceiling microphone that we had, and that it had kind of like the boot up on the top. So this
that was attached to the cable and you couldn't take it off, which, obviously we have it this way so that you can have your custom cabling solution. And then there's the smaller, slimmer ceiling interface box and the tile brace, which I don't have pictured, but I mean, it's a tile brace.
All right, so we are super excited about the new ceiling mic. I hope you are excited as well. But you might ask yourself, so why would I get a Vaddio ceiling mic? And the answer is because we're in the middle of a polar vortex right now, and we need to sell some to keep the heat on, and we're just cold here. It's negative 55 degrees Fahrenheit in Minnesota right now today.
Oh my goodness.
But you have a fully staffed help desk, 11 hours a day, 5 days a week, from folks like Stephanie and from our wonderful tech support team. Here to answer any questions you might have about ceiling mic, where you might want to put it, if you have any questions about cable lengths or just want to say hi.
Is it edible? No.
No, it is not edible. So, and then we also have the wonderful warranty, 2-year warranty, and then the advanced replacement. We also have a lot of sales programs, so discount incentives to partners. So please talk with your salesperson to learn more about those. And we are Buy America and TA compliant.
Yes.
Our microphones are made right here in Minnetonka, and we are easy, and we love Pro AV integrators. So we are a Pro AV company, and we make microphones for Pro AV installers. And so we listen to you, and we're really excited and hope that you like the new ceiling mic.
Yes. If I was out in the field, this is what I would want to install because it's so easy.
Yes. You just want to be like a cat with a ball. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.